Okay, so here is my tutorial for the Finding Mr. Incredible laser room, which is the section after the second, which is the second checkpoint section. So in order to do this section, there are two cycles: the cycle when you come in and the cycle when you die. Now these are both basically the same cycle, or at least it doesn't matter if you don't do the Taz outbounds. But basically, to this bit, you have to stand on here and you have to roll through here. You don't want to go too far to the right, otherwise you'll hit nothing. You want to hit, you know, the X button attack and not the Y button attack. So you do want to be careful of that. So just make sure that you're not hitting the incredible roll, but rather just your normal roll attack. So just go through there, and go up here. Right, now here is the weird bit. So these things run on two set cycles for the trams. Like, the first cycle involves the tram taking a long time to get to. The second cycle involves the tram taking a longer time. Like, that is the short cycle. So what you want to do is you want to jump on the hooks like that. So you want to aim for the center of the hooks. And then once you land on them, you want to try and traverse yourself so that you land on top of the, you know, on top of there. It's a very weird jump and takes a lot of practice and getting used to.
That's being flexible.
Like, this skip is really difficult. So you just jump on there, try and run around that, and jump as late as possible while running to the left, so you get on top of here. And now here's another bit which a lot of people have trouble with. So you go on here, roll along, that will try and shoot you, don't let it shoot you, and when this thing comes, just jump out the way. Also, make sure that you get on here before that rolls around, otherwise you're kind of screwed. Yeah, now you're up here. And you can just run to the end and have fun. You've got to be very careful of the tram because it can one-hit kill you. Alright, so to show that off again, you want to kill these enemies. Especially the guys with the guns. You need to kill the guys with the guns. And ideally you want this to get up there on this cycle, but that won't always happen. It's not that much slower if you get it on, like, the next cycle. But if you miss the next cycle, you will lose a ton of time. At least 40 seconds. So yeah, you just want to jump up like that, roll along, just make sure you get out of the way, jump around the laser thing to manipulate where it shoots you, and then just get to the end. It's pretty simple. And once you've got the hang of it. Now, the hardest part of the skip is definitely getting on the hooks. Now, getting on the hooks is not easy. Mainly because the hitbox for the hooks is very weird, and jumping up to the top is also quite odd. Like, none of it is easy stuff. Like, this is definitely one of the hardest skips in the run. It's just really about knowing how to get around it. So it is a pretty difficult skip. It just really takes, you know, practice and timing, just getting used to the cycles. But every second cycle is a short cycle, and every fourth cycle is a long cycle. And you know, if this happens, you can swivel around there, but it's not recommended.
I sure could use a massage.
So just get on here. Just make sure that doesn't shoot you, and just make sure you get it on here on time. And if you do that fast enough, you'll be good. You'll be good. And then you just want to roll into the end of this, which isn't hard at all. Like, there is no way that the thing will hit you if you've already dodged it. Now, there is a more risky strat, which I am going to show off, but I don't really recommend doing it in runs. I only recommend doing it if you either do the Taz outbounds or you die. Even then, it's still very risky. So instead of going along there, you will want to go over there. And the way to grab on to the hook is to jump on here and then grab the hook from there. So, just really, it's all about learning the timing, really. The time for that is fairly simple, although it's not super simple. Like, you would just dodge these enemies and then you get on the tram and you immediately jump up. It is fast, although it requires a death fuse if you don't do the Taz outbounds. And yeah, I'll be linking the Taz outbounds right now in the stream, and then I'll link in the description later. So yeah, that is the skip. I hope that I've explained it well enough. If you still have any questions and you still don't understand, feel free to ask. So yeah.